Hai guys, salam dan bahagia. My name is Helen Ramula Jako dari Ngulangu, student ID number 20210170024. I am from Sarjana Wiyata Taman Siswa University at the Accounting Study Program, class 4A01. Now, I want to read the summary results of the article about English material needs of accounting students and English for specific purpose approach. But before that, I made this video to fulfill the midterm exam English 2 with Mrs. Dr. Banun Hafifah CK MPD. Okay, go ahead. To get the maximum input of knowledge in achieving successful language learning, one of the most important things is the teaching material used. In teaching English for special purpose, one of the requirements for increasing learning productivity is to provide contextual material. Preliminary observation of teaching English at the Accounting Department of the Surakarta State Islamic Institute, or IAIN, so that the English material provided do little to meet the needs of students. Therefore, with reference to the context of this study, teaching English for accounting must meet students' needs for language skills in accounting and finance. This study uses a descriptive qualitative approach. The views and insights of first-year students majoring in accounting at IAIN Surakarta are revealed by following this approach. This research is not concerned with generalization, but rather with the actuary of the phenomenon being studied. This research involved 147 first-year students majoring in accounting at IAIN Surakarta who had completed English for a specific purpose, or ESP. As supporting data, the research concluded semi-structured interview with 3 English lecturers for accounting and the head of the accounting department. Data for this study were collected through focus group discussions, or FCD, web-based questionnaires, and semi-structured interviews. In addition, a web-based questionnaire was also used to collect data in this study, especially for data triangulation from the result obtained from the FCD. 147 participants filled out a questionnaire consisting of 50 question items using a Likert scale. This study uses an iterative approach in the data collection process. This approach is an approach in which several different ways of collecting data are carried out in a predetermined sequence, then linking them based on the main focus of the research. The research data was analyzed in several steps. First, the FCD results were transcribed. The research read the transcript repeatedly to get the main points. The data is coded to identify emerging classification and trends. At the same time, the research also discards redundant and unnecessary data. The data has been classified is then used as a basis for interpretations and drawing conclusions. Second, the results of the questionnaire are calculated in the from proportions using the Excel program. The percentage aims to determine the general participants' perceptions of the need English for materializing from the FCD sessions. Third, transcription and coding were also carried out in the process of analyzing data from the results of semi-structured interview. And finally, the results of the FCD comparison web-based questionnaire. Based on the research of the FCD participants, stated that all language skills, namely speaking, writing, reading, and listening, are needed to improve the language skills. Challenge to the teaching ESP in Indonesia approach and teaching materials, the results of the FCD sessions, and showed that in teaching ESP, the challenge of teaching English for specific purposes in Indonesia, the results of the data analysis showed that the teaching materials and duration of English courses need to be evaluated. The participants, as well as the teachers, realized that more representative student English materials had to be developed. In addition, the duration of the English course must be extended. The main objective of offering the ESP program to accounting students is to prepare the students for the globalization era. Okay, that's the summary of the article about English material needs of accounting students and English specific purposes approach that I can convey. I hope it can useful. More or less I apologize. Salam dan bahagia. Thank you.